Mind Forge Present, discovering the diverse world of empaths, types and traits. Empaths are people who have the ability to sense and understand the emotions of others, often to a profound extent. While empathy is a trait that most people possess to some degree, empaths have a heightened sensitivity that can be both a blessing and a curse. There are several different types of empaths, each with their own unique traits and abilities. Here are some of the most common types of empaths. Number 1 is emotional empaths. Emotional empaths are the most common type of empath. They can easily sense the emotions of others, and often take on those emotions themselves. They may feel overwhelmed by intense emotions, and may need time alone to recharge. Number 2 is physical empaths. Physical empaths are highly attuned to the physical sensations of others. They may be able to sense pain or illness in others, and may even experience these sensations themselves. Number 3 is intuitive empaths. Intuitive empaths are able to sense the underlying motivations and intentions of others. They may be able to pick up on subtle cues in body language or tone of voice that reveal a person's true feelings. Animal empaths. Animal empaths are able to connect with animals on a deep level. They may be able to sense an animal's emotions and needs, and may even be able to communicate with animals telepathically. Environmental empaths. Environmental empaths are highly sensitive to their surroundings. They may be able to sense the energy of a place or feel the emotions of people who have passed through it. Some common traits of empaths include high sensitivity. Empaths are often highly sensitive to their surroundings and to the emotions of others. Intuition. Empaths may have a strong sense of intuition, and may be able to sense things that are not immediately apparent. Compassion. Empaths are often very compassionate and caring, and may be drawn to helping professions such as counseling or social work. Emotional intensity. Empaths may experience emotions very intensely, both their own and those of others. Need for alone time. Empaths may need time alone to recharge and process their emotions. Overwhelm. Empaths can easily become overwhelmed by intense emotions, and may need to take steps to protect themselves from emotional overload. Understanding your own empathic abilities can be a powerful tool for personal growth and healing. If you believe you may be an empath, it can be helpful to explore these traits and learn how to manage your emotions and energy in a healthy way. Anyone can benefit from spending time in natural settings. But empaths may feel even more drawn to nature and remote areas, since natural environments provide a calming space to rest from overwhelming sensations, sounds, and emotions. You might feel completely at peace when hiking alone in a sunlit forest or watching waves crash against the shore. Even a quiet walk through a garden or an hour sitting under trees may lift your spirits, soothe overstimulation, and help you relax. Sensitive, empathic people tend to be fantastic listeners. Your loved ones may feel comforted by your support and reach out to you first whenever they experience difficulty. Caring deeply can make it hard to tell people when you approach the point of being overwhelmed. But it's important to find a balance. Without boundaries, unchecked kindness and sensitivity can pave the way for emotion dumps that may be too much for you to handle at once. Empaths may also be more vulnerable to manipulation or toxic behaviors. Your earnest desire to help people in distress can leave you unaware of signs of toxicity. You may have a deeper understanding of the pain fueling their behavior and want to offer support. But it's important to remember you can't do much for someone who isn't ready to change. Empaths may also be more vulnerable to manipulation or toxic behaviors. Your earnest desire to help people in distress can leave you unaware of signs of toxicity. You may have a deeper understanding of the pain fueling their behavior and want to offer support. But it's important to remember you can't do much for someone who isn't ready to change. An empath's increased sensitivity doesn't just relate to emotions. There's a lot of overlap between empaths and people who are highly sensitive, and you might find that you're also more sensitive to the world around you. It should be noted that covert narcissists, also known as vulnerable narcissists, are also highly sensitive. They may appear to be empaths to manipulate others. Even an overload of positive feelings might exhaust you, so it's important to take the time you need to reset. If you can't escape overwhelming emotions and rest your senses, you're more likely to experience burnout, which can have a negative impact on well-being. If you're an empath, you likely dread or actively avoid conflict. Higher sensitivity can make it easier for someone to hurt your feelings. Even offhand remarks might cut more deeply, and you may take criticism more personally. Arguments and fights can also cause more distress since you're not only dealing with your own feelings and reactions. Despite being highly attuned to the feelings of others, many empaths find it difficult to relate to others. Others might not understand why you become exhausted and stressed so quickly. You might struggle to understand the emotions and feelings you absorb or feel like you aren't normal. This may lead you to become more private. You might avoid talking about your sensitivities and sharing your intuitions so you feel less out of place. Isolation can help empaths recover from overwhelm, so completely shutting out the world may seem healing. But prolonged isolation can take a toll on mental health. There are different types of isolation, and some may offer more restorative benefits than others. Try taking your time alone outdoors when possible and meditate in a quiet park, walk in the rain, take a scenic drive, or garden. If you're an empath, you may struggle to turn off the ability to feel and find it impossible to stop giving, even when you have no energy left. You might believe boundaries suggest you don't care about your loved ones when the exact opposite is true. Because the experiences of others have such an intense impact on empaths, boundaries become even more essential. They help you set limits around words or actions that may affect you negatively, allowing you to get your own needs met. Deeper emotional understanding can drive your intuition, and you likely pick up on things other people miss or make connections that aren't clear to anyone else. But this increased connection to the world can also have drawbacks. Environments that don't provide much space for emotional expression can dampen your creativity and sensitivity, Hegel says, leaving you disinterested, disengaged, and struggling to thrive. It can be difficult for empaths to protect themselves from taking on other people's emotions, Susskind says. Good self-care practices and healthy boundaries can help insulate you, particularly from negative emotions and energy. But the emotional noise of the world can cause significant distress when you lack the tools to manage it. If you enjoyed the content of this video, like, comment, and share. For more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe our channel.